Good morning and welcome back. You're now on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the Weekend Show. Agricultural technology, or agrotech, is the use of technology in agriculture with the aim of improving yield, efficiency, and profitability. Agricultural technology can be products, services, or applications derived from agriculture that improve various processes. The history of agriculture has been shaped by technological advances, and a major turning point for agricultural technology is the industrial technology revolution in the 18th century, which introduced agricultural machinery that increased productivity. And joining us on this note, we have the co-founder of Farmer First Technologies Agro Limited, Mr. Shedrack Nji. Good morning. Welcome to the Weekend Show.
Good morning, and thank you. Good
Okay,
morning,
so
viewers.
So can you tell us more about the Farmer First Technologies? What is it about and what is the inspiration behind it?
Okay, Farmer First, first of all, is an agri-tech company, and it was founded in 2018. Before that, prior to that, we actually started as Trade Express, and we actually started by basically doing supplies. You know, we aggregate products, farm products from farmers, and then we supply to Lagos, Abuja, you know, and Port Harcourt. So we now, over time, had to step up, and we'll trace our inspiration, you know, to what we experienced while growing up. You know, we realized that farmers were kind of looked at as poor, you know. People didn't really, you know, respect farmers because they felt that farming is an aspect of life that was demeaning, and it wasn't really profitable. So it made us curious, you know, while growing up in Jos, where you know that Plateau State has over 50% of its population or its working force in agribusiness. So that made us curious to want to, you know exactly why it's happening this way, because we saw it that their counterparts in developed countries are living, you know, better lives. You know, they were people that would really have something, you know, they were living the normal life. I mean, they were financially independent like other people in other sectors. So that made us curious, and it made us want to know what exactly was the pain points of these farmers, and why is it that they were having a kind of low productivity in their activities. So basically that really inspired us to doing what we do now.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant. So a combination of agriculture and technology
Yes,
to
that's
improve productivity in the agricultural sector. So what specific problem does the Farmer First Agro Technologies solve, and what solutions do you provide to these farmers?
Okay, one of the things that we first discovered is that farmers didn't have adequate or good access to markets. So we realized that whenever they, you know, farm their produce, they were at the mercy of middlemen. So middlemen will come and mop up these goods, sometimes on credit, of which they may even vanish into thin air without paying them, you know, back their funds. Sometimes they pay them back, but not exactly as agreed. So that was one of the major problems.
Sometimes
And
they even cause inflation. The
yeah, of
middlemen,
course, yes, it really affects, yeah, sure. Then we also discovered that they had problem of or poor access to financial inclusion. So they didn't have access to payment systems. You find them handling large sums of cash, you know, and then, you know, access to microcredit facilities, you know, wasn't really there for them. So they kept struggling, and most times when they, you know, sell their produce, they hardly have money to put into the next farming season. So it's one of those problems. The problems can go on and on and on, but we realize also that mechanization was a problem for them. You know, they were practicing that agrarian, you know, system, of which it was really tasking on them. It was really energy consuming and all that. So that made young people, you know, shy away from agriculture. They didn't want to even be identified with, you know, things related to agric. And so we felt that we really needed to come to, you know, bridge the gap and see how we can be of help to this sector.
Brilliant. That's just brilliant. I like the fact that you're, in a manner of speaking, redefining agriculture. Like you said, for some time now, farmers have been looked on as a peasant kind of job, regardless of the fact that there are large-scale farmers that are practicing mechanized farming and making a lot of living. Like you said, as compared to other countries, farmers living there are doing well. But here, it's kind of a different ballgame altogether. So it's brilliant, the job you do, and I must commend that as well. So can you tell us the most important thing right now for Farmer First Technologies as a brand, as a business right now?
Okay, I would say that the most important thing to us, you know, is the fact that we really understand the problems of these farmers, and we are head on tackling these problems. We're not just doing that from an uninformed decision, but we are data driven. So we try all the time to see that we gather data and then we draw insights from it so that we make the right decision. And really, for a company like us that has been, you know, growing with absolutely no government backing, I think that we've really done a lot. And for us to see farmers now smile, you know, with our network of about 23,000 farmers, I think that that is most important to us as a brand.
Amazing. 23,000 farmers in a business of 4 years.
Yes.
That is brilliant.
And also spread across Plateau State and Southern Kaduna. I feel like I need to say that particularly, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So now, why can you tell because now it sounds like your potential clients are mostly farmers and agriculturally inclined businesses. So now, can you tell these clients, these customers that are watching, why they should trust the Farmer First Technologies with their funds?
We have a combined work experience of over 30 years, you know, considering the management team of C-level experience. And we have been partnering with big players in the industry, the likes of FX Commodities and Exchange in terms of warehousing for our farmers. We are partnering with Lagos Commodities and Futures Exchange for trade in agri-products. We are also partnering with a host of other companies like Effort Communications Limited, particularly in Bokos local government area of Plateau State, where potato farmers have been having a very, very bad experiences over time, over the years, over half of a century, where these middlemen mop up their goods and then they leave. So they've suffered losses of tons and millions and hundreds of millions of naira. So we are in partnership with good and big players in the industry. I will also mention that we've been able to partner with Amplify Investment Limited, a company that's also a startup that is into the business of providing microcredit facilities for farmers. So they have been doing well for us, and we have all it takes with our combined experience to be trusted by any potential investor.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So Farmer First Technologies now, is it online based? Is there a website or an application where potential clients can check you out?
Oh, yes. We are on, yeah, we are on farmerfest.com.
Okay.
However, at this point, I would like to say that we are currently building a website that will be the first of its kind, an e-commerce platform that will bring all these players in the agri value chain, right from the farmer to the insurance companies, that's the financial companies, the insurance, the payment systems, to
Loan
the
facilities as well?
Yeah, yes, to yeah, sure, of course, they will get loan facilities, and then to the processors, to logistics, you know, all the key players in the agri value chain will be involved in this platform. So you can sit down from the comfort of your home, really, and place an order for a food item, and it will be delivered to your doorstep. So that
Amazing.
is one of our, I would say,
Prospects?
our biggest innovation that we hope to roll out the first version next year, probably the second half of next year. I would say that Lagos, Abuja should watch out for us.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Watch out for Farmer First Agro Technologies Limited. Thank you so much for coming on the weekend show. We hope to see more of you on the subsequent episodes.
Thank you for having me.
There you have it, people. Mr. Shedrack NG, co-founder of Farmer First Agro Technologies Limited, speaking about Farmer First and the options that they provide to farmers and consumers at large. But there you have it. It's a wrap on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the weekend show. But stick around. We still have many more segments coming up right after the short break. I'm Tenda Chimelu. Keep it locked on the weekend show.